For this job, you do not have to have the fan or the fan shroud off or even the coolant hose off. It's just a lot easier to see what's going on with all that stuff off. You would just need to go straight to taking this belt off right here. Using a belt tensioner tool or even a 3/8 drive ratchet, you want to go over to the tensioner, and there's a spot right here where that goes. Loosen the tension on the tensioner, and then you can take the belt off. Take it off the power steering pulley first. Then you can loosen the tension on the tensioner. Take that tool off. Take the belt off the alternator, off the idler pulley, off the AC compressor, off the water pump, and then off the crank pulley. And slide it out. Now we're going to take a 24mm socket, take this bolt out with an impact gun. If you have an impact gun that's shorter than this, then you don't necessarily have to take the radiator out, but we took it out just so we could get in there. Loosen this bolt up. And take that nut off, or bolt off. Now I'm going to use a Harmonic balance puller. Line this up. It slides right off. Just going to take a little bit of engine oil and just lubricate the sealing surface area right there. You want to replace this seal when you do this job. It's always a good idea. And slide the pulley in place. You're going to need a pulley installer that has one that has the deeper threads. And we'll tighten this down. That's going to push the crank pulley on all the way. It's all the way down. Now we can take the tool off. You want to make sure you get a new crank bolt. Put the crank bolt on. Now we want to torque the crank bolt to 110 foot-pounds, and you want to use a crankshaft pulley holding device. There's different types of brackets you can use to be able to hold the crankshaft from spinning. So torque this bolt to 110 foot-pounds. And then you want to take a torque angle meter and tighten it an additional 180 degrees. If you don't have a torque angle meter, you can mark the socket and just go a half turn. Take the belt, we're going to go around the alternator pulley first. Then it's going to go around the idler pulley, around the AC, and up and around the water pump. And if you still have the fan on the vehicle, you're going to have to go around the fan and come down to the crank pulley. And over the tensioner pulley, and then we're just going to hold tension over here. Just double check everything, make sure it's all lined up correctly. That looks good. And take your belt tensioner tool or a ratchet. And just slide it over the power steering pulley. Let off the tensioner and double check, make sure it's around everywhere. That looks good. Oh, down below.